Woke up at about 3. I was going to wake up at 12, but I went to sleep a few extra hours. So I woke up around 2:33 today. I'm waking up with a beer. Just resuming from last night, what I should have did last night, but I just fell asleep. So I'm catching up this morning on what I should have done last night. Really. For a couple hours, maybe. So, I guess this will just be shoot the shit right now. I don't know. A little chat, maybe a little music. I don't know. I got a morning smoke. I got the Atura Fuente special right here. I'm chilling with some old style. This is one of Chicago. I think this is the Chicago Cubs official beer at one time. Old style. I think it was, or I don't know whose team it was, but I remember this is like out of the Chicago area. I know, and I've never really had one of these until recently. But this is good shit. But they don't sell this anywhere. Old style classic lager. They don't sell this everywhere. They just sell this in the Midwest. And even here it's kind of limited. Like to get like a 6-pack at the store, some bars sell it. I mean, the Irish bar wanted $4.25 for one of these. I figured I'd buy 6 of them. They wanted $4.25 for one of these at that Irish bar that I had the corned beef and cabbage at. Tell you something, the bar might have been nice, the food might have been good. They don't give you that much though. I still had to get a piece of pizza at a gas station after going there. And then later on in the night, I had an egg roll that I have left, and I fell asleep. That's what I had. And now I'm up, drinking a beer. No coffee made when I woke up, so I just went for a beer this morning. Probably have a couple of these for this live stream. I don't know. You know, it's tough for you people to be up with me, isn't it? You trolls who fall asleep probably at this time, right? It's probably like an everyday ritual for you, right? Well, hey, why not? There'll be less of them in here. Alright. Zero views. So quiet. Very quiet. Hey, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just going live. I get 2 shits about views right now. I've been hearing some troubling things. I'm going to reserve that for a little later. But I've been hearing about some troubling things going on behind the scenes in phone calls. Bergs, you're stirring trouble up again, aren't you? With all these people. You're stirring up all kinds of trouble lately, huh? Bergs. I'll have my honest opinion on that after. But for right now, so I'll sit here, feel the breeze with the heat on too. I like to mix the heat and the breeze, you know? Gives it like a nice feel. You have an outside breeze and then you have the inside heater on, you know? Okay, well, I'm here, right? Might as well use it all, right? I gotta pay for all of it. So, alright. I've got another one ready. I like old style. I like it better than PBR. As far as it being better than Radiator, that's kind of debatable. But I like it better than PBR. I'll tell you that. I did like Radiator quite a bit for a cheap beer. I will say that. I'd say it's a tie. I'll say old style is tied with Radiator. Plus they're regional. They don't really leave their region. So I think that's part of the appeal to it also. So I would say old style is as good as Radiator at least. I really like old style. Jeez. Boston has Sam Adams. They have Harpoon. I think that's Maine, actually. And Shipyard. New England's got a lot of beers. But one thing New England doesn't have, though, is a cheaper lager that they make domestically. They never really had a cheap lager domestically. The only thing I could have got there a long time ago, though, that they don't sell a lot of other places is Heffenreffer private stock. That was a malt liquor, Heffenreffer private stock. It was one of my favorite malt liquors. I'll tell you right now. I liked it maybe because it said private stock on it. I liked it more, or I was drawn to it more. But either way, I like Heffenreffer private stock. I hope I can find that. I hope somewhere. Or Ballantyne's or something. I like the old style type beers in general. I like Heffenreffer private stock. I like Ballantyne. Black Label. Black Label. I used to be able to get Black Label when I was on the East Coast, actually. I used to be able to get that. Fat Cat. I think Fat Cat was one of the two. It was orange and had the cat on it. That stuff was good. Chilling with my old style right here. Remember Florida, I used to get this New York beer called Rheingold. I think that was the official beer of the New York Mets or something like that. That was also good. I liked the Rheingold when I had that. Actually, Colt 45 and Old English seem like they're just stronger versions of Rheingold. Really. Anyways. I heard so many stories from one of my stepfathers that I once had. How years ago in New York City, they could get like a whole thing of beer for 10 cents or something like that. Like a big ass bottle of it or something. And people used to drink under 18 or whatever a lot. I heard all kinds of crazy stories about what growing up in New York was like because I had a stepfather from New York. So I heard all about it. He moved to Mass to start a new life somewhere like in the, I think it was like the late 70s or something. I don't know. But how you doing, Avalyn? What's up? So I heard all about how growing up in New York was like. Actually. Through his stories or whatever. Yeah, exactly. But I'm in the Midwest now, Avalyn. So I got old style. Something that they don't have in New England. Old style. You should protest to get some of this stuff sold in New England. If you really love beer, you should go to the city and say, "Hey, I want old style in Boston, Massachusetts." That's where you live. You can't even find this stuff too many places. But it's a Chicago beer, really. I have a Turf 20 special Maduro right there. Smoking that this morning. Hey, get a load of this. You know there's a convenience store where I moved to, right? Now look at the connotation of this name, okay? They named a gas station, okay? They named a gas station convenience store Come and Go. Come and Go. Take what you want out of that, okay? But they call it Come and Go. And it's like a running joke. Come and Go. So you new to this channel? Or have you been here before? Yeah, I'm from the Lowell area originally. I come from Lowell, technically. Like right by Lowell, or whatever. Right in the immediate metro. In fact, I used to play basketball at some of the playgrounds in Lowell, actually. At times. Yes, I am. Yeah, actually. Like the immediate Billerica, Chelmsford, Lowell area. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. You're in Salem, huh? I've been to Salem when I was little. The Salem Willows, I remember, because my godmother lived there. In fact, someone comments on this channel more lately who lived in Salem at one time. Yeah. And there was the Salem Willows where all those arcades were. I remember all those arcades by the Salem Willows over there. And they had pizza places and they had arcades and all that. Yeah, I'm kind of a witch, believe it or not. I've put spells on people. Ask around here. I didn't grow up in Salem, but I'm still a witch. It must be a thing like in every city, but people just don't talk about it anywhere but Salem. But I am a witch in my own right. I don't read heavily into it, but I just think it's something that's built into me. You ask around, they'll tell you that I put spells on people around here who've been messing around when they shouldn't have been messing around. Can tell by the look in your face. You gotta go. It was really nice seeing you. We're gonna have a good day. Thank you again. Yes. Thanks for stopping in, Avalyn. I've seen you around somewhere. I don't know where, but I've seen your name, I think. What's the confusion here with Debbie Lynn? But Torchy Blaine, what's happening? Happy Friday, yeah. Totally. Yeah. Gotta feel the course of this mess that we made. And it feels like an oil machine. It's smoking to my lungs. Feels like an oil machine. It feels like an old machine. Given the willpower to go longer, even though I can't stand it anymore. I can't. Some force is pushing me. Whatever it is. Moving forward, don't ever stop. It's good. Take it to the show. It's just one more, and we're going home. How you doing? Good morning, c'est la vie. Yeah. Moving forward, don't ever stop. The goal is to try to win the championship, like always. You want to do it, you know? Even if every ounce of fucking blood, every ounce of fucking blood and every ounce of fucking life is taken from you. Which is what it feels like, a lot. Nothing has really kept me down. Nothing. But if it feels like it, I've seemed to bounce back. That's why I'm a terror to the establishment. I'm a terror to the people who don't like me. Whatever side I'm on, I'm a terror to the people who don't like me no matter what. I don't care if they're a faceless troll. I don't care if they show their face and they say something. Of course, online mostly. I had some dude bragging about how he lived in the rich section of town while trying to make a smart remark to me. I told him, hey, show up right. Ask for me, I'll come downstairs. Didn't hear from him. Didn't hear from him. comes trashing into you. It's us in shades of gray and blue. Remember I went to Portland when I was into the punk scene more. I found all kinds of punkers out there. From Philadelphia, from Baltimore. It was crazy. New York. Chicago. You know how it goes. You're on your space, so good. I know. Good morning, Gracie Roy. Even though I always do. Two sides to every story. Two sides to every story. Two sides to every broken heart. Two sides to every broken heart. To every story. Two sides to every story. Two sides to every broken heart. Medicine. Even though I always do. Two sides to every story. Two sides to every broken. Los Angeles, Hollywood. Yeah. Almost like this totally applies right here. It's just another city. Yeah. We're gonna burn that bitch to the ground. To every story, yeah. Two sides to every story. This little cigar lasted a while. Just shows. The battering red, and she sees right through you. She likes to take it real slow. To the show. To alcohol. She likes to with the song and dance, and she likes to be on top. Likes to win at everything. She's a battering ram, and she sees right through you. She likes to take it real slow. Yeah. A lot like a private dancer, and she likes to be on top. She likes to win at everything. She's the battering ram, and she sees right through you. She likes to take it real slow. Yeah, through you. Loves her Scotch whiskey. I've drank Scotch whiskey before. When I have it, when I drink hard stuff, I actually do like Scotch whiskey and stuff. I actually do. An Irish whiskey, not so much. I like Scotch whiskey better than Irish. Honestly. I mean, I've done Irish whiskey, but I prefer Scotch whiskey more. Just like I don't like Canadian whiskey. I do not like Canadian whiskey. It might be better for mixing, but it might be better for mixing than bourbon. See, I'm getting content off this song. I'm talking about something off this song. Now, now, I think Canadian whiskey's better for mixing. It may be straight too, but bourbon to me is not good for mixing. You have to have it on the rocks. You have to have bourbon on the rocks. Okay? I don't like it mixed with anything. It just gets a deep, shitty taste when you have like a sugary substitute, like soda or something. It just doesn't agree with me. So, Jeffrey Dahmer's favorite drink was bourbon, whiskey, and Coke, wasn't it? That was his favorite drink, wasn't it? I don't like whiskey and Coke. I don't. So, add it all up. To those of you who are saying I'm a serial killer, right? I don't drink whiskey and Coke. Jeffrey Dahmer drank whiskey and Coke. Yeah. No way. I disagree. Heart is running on the floor. Into this tragedy, I line up. Top of my head. I feel like I disagree, and my heart is running on the floor. This one here? Which one? That I was singing or that I am singing? This one? Which one? Type it down then, because there were many ones that were played. The one before this? Is that the one you're wondering about? You were gone for good. There's in the lineup. Everything I do is awesome. One more time. Drink and smoke too much for my own good. Fuck. Fuck. Like an animal. Torchy, what'd you write? What did you write just now? I don't know why you delete your message like that. What did you write? I didn't see it. Never mind, I'm playing these games. Yeah. You can delete your comments. Yeah. One of my favorite songs, covered right here. Does anyone know this song here? It's a cover, but it's a good cover of a song that I like right here. I'll be there in an hour. I can't. Battering Ram. Whiskey Sour. Sixer Whiskey Sour. That's the song. And in heaven, you me there. You can't have me wait. Okay. Hold on a sec. I know the one that you asked for was Whiskey Sour. It's the album called Beautiful Trash. Look it up on YouTube. It's the album Beautiful Trash by Sixer. It'll show up. All the songs will show up on there. I can't wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, look it up. Someone else from Des Moines wrote me, it turned out. How do you say goodnight to an answering machine? Westerberg is a very good singer-songwriter. Paul Westerberg. I like Paul Westerberg and the Replacements. Answering machine. Kinda like it how it is. That's kinda like movie everyone wants to see. Opens her mouth to see what comes out's a mystery. Said she's aching to be. Good morning, Noodles. What's up? Anything I should hear about? I heard all about Bergs. He's calling people behind the scenes, huh? He's causing all kinds of... I think he knows what he's doing. Honestly, I think he knows what he's doing. He's doing it because he knows people are going to talk about it. That's what he's all about. He's kind of like Andy Kaufman and Randy Savage in Hacksaw. Okay? Burns just does this shit for content. Okay? He knows people are going to talk about him. That's what this dude's been doing out here for a long time. I knew him from when he was on Rosie's panels. I first got introduced to him through Rosie's panels. When Rosie and Elvis were talking about me nonstop, I found Bergs in their panels. That's when I first met Bergs. And he struck me as a very helpful individual, but he was loud. He was a loudmouth, but he was a helpful person. You know, that's my first impression of Bergs. I ran into him on Rosie's panel when Elvis was there a while ago. When I get introduced, Rosie wanted to meet me. I said no. Rosie wanted a piece of this because I was content. That's how the real Rosie operates. I saw how Rosie operated. So I have a different impression of Rosie than you do. Rosie wanted to use whatever she could for content. She just doesn't have it anymore, so she has to just do her channel. But Rosie was into the fuckery. Trust me on that. Bergs has turned sinister. Are you sure? Are you sure that Bergs has turned sinister? Like any more than Mark Terry? Any more than anything else? This is the stuff you gotta weigh out. I mean, if you're getting triggered by this guy, something's wrong with them if they're getting triggered by this. I don't think you totally get triggered by him. But I think that there are people like Michelle K. Is Michelle K really that great? No. I think Michelle K is easily manipulated. And I think Michelle K is just... she believes everything too easily. You know? That's my opinion on Michelle K. I don't think Michelle K is an angel at all, actually. Probably, but he does it for the show, though. Are you actually believing Bergs is really like this? He does this for the show, okay? He has a show like you have a show. It's not as out there that he's like a character. But you're out there as a character. He's just not looked at that way, though. But I think he's a character. If you want my honest to God opinion on it. He knows what he's doing. Are you sure he's not doing it on purpose, though? You sure he's not a good actor? He's not that good of an actor, you're telling me? You don't think it's acting? Because I could do it too, you know. He's just very good at it. He's 46 years old. I mean, I was in a conversation recently where I had to tell someone, I cried before going to bed. They would see me like Bergs, probably. People out here in the real world, out here when they get in contact with me or whatever, well, mostly via internet first, say if that was the case, right? They would see me just like him. Even if people don't see me as severe as that down here, people have. That's what I'm trying to say to you. People have. I don't threaten suicide, but let's just say somebody's boyfriend got in touch with you recently, right? She was sleeping. She didn't know you were writing her, but I happen to see these messages. And her boyfriend intervened and came in. So I guess it depends on how you look at it. And I had to unblock this person this morning. It's like I have no tolerance. Like someone usually responds and then they're not responding at all. I start to wonder about it and I freak out. I freak out. And that was one of those times when I did. Someone's boyfriend had to message me. Okay? It said that they were blocking me from their phone. He was, but it's her choice if she wants to still talk to you, but I'm blocking you from my phone, he says to me. Call me a homewrecker, but I guess it's what it is. I don't know what to do sometimes. I don't know what to do myself sometimes. So what Burns is doing, he's just making it get out over here, is what he's doing. He's doing it to people like Seasons and you, or to Michelle K. But in the real world, I'm doing it to people. That's the point I'm trying to say. It just doesn't get out about me over here, because people over here, I don't really do that with. You know, I just pretty much do my content. I don't get too involved with people around it. But out there, they see me like how they see Bergs down here. Probably. And there's even a few people that probably see me like that down here, too. Your jeans are getting very loose because of your new diet. Shit, well, that sucks. I've been there before, and if you have to put a belt on every time, that's not good also. Alright. Yeah, it turns out I texted someone when they were sleeping. And they didn't even know what I was saying, and their boyfriend had to speak to them. That was a fuck up, but it is what it is. I mean, you get up early, you do your shit, you hop. In my case, when I've been getting up early, I get more done. But at times I'm more hyper because there's a sense of urgency. That's what it is. It's my sense of urgency that's doing things like this, I guess you could say. Or I feel that there is. Because there's just so much one person can handle. And people have fucked with me, so I only assume other people are fucking with me, you know? If it happens. So if that's my response, I can't held responsible for that because that's my response to it based on what other people have done en masse. So I guess there are people who see me like Bergs, I suppose. Someone who panics, someone who yells and screams. I guess. I mean, I've talked to people in the past, okay? Like when I used to live in Sarasota, there was like this artsy kind of guy. He listened to Radiohead or whatever. I used to run into him at the bars or something, right? When I used to go, because I had extra money to spend. So I used to go to the bars and I used to get these $6 beers, you know, $5 beers or whatever. I can't do that now. But I used to do that. And I would run into all kinds of people. I ran into this manic depressive who liked Radiohead noodles. He was a self-identified manic depressive. He might even be dead now. I don't know. But these people never made it to the bottom of YouTube. But this was my world before the bottom of YouTube. Or this was before I even met Anderson. We're talking years ago. Before I even met any of these people. Before there was a YouTube. Before when it was just MySpace. I would have to go into the real world. MySpace was a site meant to meet people in the real world. You would set things up there. You would talk to them. You'd go to that bar, and then you would socialize, and you would try to meet people. That's just how the world was during MySpace. I remember it very well. And I ran into all kinds of people. And I ran into a situation where this girl, listen to this. I was in a bar, right? And this girl, I forget how this whole thing all played out or what it started it, but there was something, I forget what it was, but a disagreement I had with someone in real life, but I talked to them on the internet prior to meeting in real life at a bar, and this wasn't a date, but someone was at the bar and I happened to go there when they went there. They said they were going to be there, I went there or whatever, for whatever it was. And then she said, if you buy me a beer, then I will accept your apology or something. It's like, why should I have to do that though? So there was something where she was on something or whatever. She was drunk or whatever, and she was coming close into my space. So I took her arm and I pushed her away from me when she was getting in my space. And you know what she did, Noodles? You know what she did? She showed her bruises online to people who came into the bar. She showed her bruises of what I supposedly did to her. And I'm like, come on, what I did could not have caused you to get bruises. Like right here and right here. You had to have done it to yourself. Is what I was saying. And she got all these people feeling bad for her. It was, oh, what a douchebag that person is. So, before all this, I got into real world drama. I disrupted a punk scene in Pennsylvania at one time, Noodles. I disrupted a whole entire punk scene. They were talking about me on the message boards. We're talking like 2003. They were talking about me on the message board. Like, oh, that one is just like this other guy we had. Oh, yeah, this one just shows up and starts causing trouble. Then I'm thinking, gee, I'd like to meet the other person they're talking about. Because I guess there was someone before me doing that. So, my whole fucking life, dude. So I'm saying the things that people painted me out to be so awful, you know? And then what Bergs is doing now is nothing. That's what I'm saying. They used to think of me like I was some fucking creep or some fucking person who disrupted everything or somebody, you know? And guess what? I was never fully drunk all the times things happened. I always just had a buzz on. That's it. Or there wasn't even any alcohol involved. There wasn't even any. Like when I hit a window. I hit out a window. I got bloodied up on my hand. It was this hand. Oh, it was this one. I think. I got a scar from hitting a window. It's right over there by my pinky, like underneath. And because of that, they thought I disrupted a whole scene. And they were talking about it online. But then the kid who was kind of responsible, he tried to come at me. And then I came in and back or whatever. But it was like, but then certain people had a first aid kit. And they attended to my hand where I'm like, and they were asking you, what made you do such a thing? I don't know what made it. I think the music set me off. Because this guy was drumming and it was constant poor drumming. And something ticked off in my head and I hit a window because the drumming was so bad or something. And it was just drumming and it was like getting to me. It was drumming, you know, like it was terrible sounding drumming with no music to it. And I hit a window because it bothered me. That's what I did. I hit a window because it bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean. And then a whole big stink came out. And then the kid's father wondered if I was on drugs. He wondered if I was on drugs. I never told that story before, I don't think, but I think now in the morning where I'm trying to get energized, that's probably a good time to tell that story. Tribal rage, maybe. Maybe it's that indigenous blood rolling through me. I got so mad because the drumming sounded so bad. It was just drumming. It wasn't guitar. It was just drumming. I mean, Christ, even some of those African tribes, they drum a lot better than that. They have more rhythm than that. That was just shit, I thought. I laugh looking back, but you know what? But I'm just saying, there's been people who saw me as pretty bad too. And the kid's father literally asked my parents, "Is that person on drugs?" And there was no alcohol, no nothing. At the very most, I was buzzed when half these problems happened. Just buzzed, not out of my head, mind you. In public, I never got way out of my head, just at home. Or on camera or something. But, you know, it's like... but just think. I'm someone who anyone would want on their team when fighting a war, right? I'm the person they want. I'm the person that they absolutely want if they want a new revolution for the future. Even at 41 years old, I can provide something. I might not be like a barroom brawler type, but I can definitely provide something. And I would say throughout my life, other than when I was 6 years old or something, I would say the older I got, the less I got my ass handed to me for things. I would say. Because I think I got my ass handed to me so much when I was a kid that it just kind of, that I ended up being the one doing it to people eventually. Because it happened to me so much when I was little, like 6 to 10 maybe 6. I remember it happened. I remember I got into fights and I didn't even know what caused them on the playground. Maybe it was my trans self coming out back then. I didn't realize it. Maybe I was flirting with boys and they got offended by it. And the next thing I know, I was rolling down a hill with them and I was getting punched in the face. At 6 years old. I remember. I remember. So a lot of things happened in my life. My parents got divorced when I was 9 years old. A lot of things. I'm an only kid too. My parents got divorced when I was 9 years old. No, this is when I was 6 years old. I'm talking about when I was 6 years old. Right here. Now I remember it when I went to elementary school or whatever. I remember I had a teacher tell me if I don't shut my mouth, she's going to put tape on my mouth. I remember a teacher told me that. I was 6 years old. I mean, that was past the time when teachers hit kids and stuff, but they would just, it was more the verbal time. 1980s was when the teachers were more verbal, you could say. It was like post, like when teachers abused kids or whatever. It was like the era past that, but they just used verbal intimidation. I found the teachers and counselors used verbal intimidation a lot with me. Or some of the little kids would be the ones to actually fight, but the older ones would just use verbal intimidation. Real concern. You'll learn a lot talking to me because I have so many stories. I just have so many stories I have to tell. I never run out of stories because what I don't remember at a later date, I'll remember something that I didn't tell until I tell it. Whenever the light switch goes off, and I remember that very thing at that moment. so, so yeah. I got a 6-pack of Old Style for $6.99. And that's pretty damn good considering at the Irish bar they were selling these. You know when I ate I ate corned beef and cabbage yesterday at an Irish bar. I went to an Irish bar to eat corned beef and cabbage. I didn't have it on St. Patrick's Day. So I had to get my fix the last day of the month, I guess you could say. And I went there and I was looking at the beer menu, and Old Style was going for $4.25 a piece. $4.25 a piece. But yet a 6-pack was $6.99. But I went to a nearby, well, it wasn't right near there, but I stopped somewhere else to go to another bar, and I picked this up because I didn't end up going to that bar. Because Christ, it's like it's something to do with the pricing or whatever. But anyways, yeah, I just got this $6.99 for 6 of these, but they were selling one of these for $4.25 at the Irish bar. And this isn't even Guinness. I think they were selling Guinness for like $7 or something. Probably Guinness was probably $7 something. Gross was like $6 or something like that. Guinness was probably 7 or 8. Irish bars, they tend to jack up the prices a lot on certain things, even more so than they used to. I used to go to Irish bars and I'd get a meal and I'd get a beer or something. It didn't end up being that friggin' much though. Like that plate of corned beef and cabbage I had was $10. It didn't even 100% fill me. But I wanted to get my fix though too. And I had mustard with it. I had horseradish, but it's like $10 for like food that filled me up temporarily. But about an hour later, I was craving something else, you know? Hey Noodles, let me ask you that. How many times have you ate food at an Irish bar? In Florida, I went to a few. In the past, I used to go to Irish bars more often when I was in Florida and stuff. But maybe Mass here and there too. But they have real ones in Florida more. There might be a lot of Irish people in Massachusetts, but there are not too many authentic bars that are Irish, unless you go to Boston. In Nashua, New Hampshire had one, or something like that. But I've gone to some Irish bars throughout my life, and I find that over the years they've gotten very expensive. Just to get a beer and like a plate of corned beef and cabbage or something. But like I remember one time I got a meal at an Irish bar when I was in Florida. It was a long time ago. And they were getting something like $8.99 for bangers and mash. $8.99 for bangers and mash or something like that. And I remember I got that 5 years ago. So they've gone up quite a bit. No, wait, 6 years ago I got that. At one Irish bar. I don't go to them at all, hardly. That was the first time I've been to an Irish bar in a long time. Shepherd's pie. I got a frozen shepherd's pie, actually. I actually got a frozen shepherd's pie. The other day, it was $2 something in the store. I actually got this the other day. $2.79, I think, for this. Marie Callender's shepherd's pie right there. Funny you mentioned that because I do have a shepherd's pie right here. And I bought it the other day. My Irish for a day live stream, and then I happened to get a shepherd's pie too. But yeah, Irish bars are pretty expensive. I mean, you could be paying like $8, $9 for a Guinness now. Especially if this was $4.25. You're paying 8 or 9 for a Guinness. And that's even out here, too. That's Omaha. This is in New York City. There's deals to be had. You got to look for them. Like, you're better off getting a whole pizza or something. Like when I got that pizza for $10.99 or something. But Irish bars, they're nice. I've always liked the atmospheres of Irish bars. They're just a bit too expensive. And Nashua, New Hampshire had an Irish bar and a cigar bar, and what? And that was a nice place. They had cigars on one side, and they had an Irish bar on the other. Like the same type of bar. Like you could eat it all in the same area and smoke in the same area, but it was like a mixed Irish bar and cigar bar with food. And that was Nashua, New Hampshire, where Carolyn lives, and where I grew up about within 25 minutes of. Finnegan's by your house is good. That's good to know. It's good to know where there's good Irish bars, because they are good drinking holes. They're just a bit pricey. Like, as a rule, they are. But I always like going in and hearing Irish music. You gotta hear the Irish music for it to be a complete experience. You have to hear Irish music. You know John McDermott from the Irish Tenors? That's right, I saw the Irish Tenors in concert at one time. I saw the Irish Tenors in concert. John McDermott is one of the Irish Tenors. Try to remember kind of September. Life was slow and no snow. Try to remember the kind of September. The grass was green, the rain was yellow. You know John McDermott? He's awesome. I'm a big John McDermott fan. I like his music a lot. He was on the commercials years ago. That's how I discovered him. He was on the infomercials. They pushed the Danny Boy collection on certain commercials, and I'm like, oh wow, this stuff is good. So I found out about him through the Danny Boy collection commercials. Is that the willow? Try to remember when life was so tender, that dream was beside your pillow. My cousin made fun of me for listening to this, actually. It's like, look at him. He's a dweeb. Why do you listen to this for? Look at his haircut. That cousin ended up becoming a cop. But he was like, dude, his mullet looks all lame. Like, why do you listen to this stuff for, huh? Like, you know that he's just so uncool, right? He was actually the son of my uncle who's like biff-tanning kind. Like, this is so uncool, John. Why do you like this for? His haircut looks so... He's got an old man mullet. Yeah, well, because there's comedy to my stories. That's why there's family, there's experiences, like what some of my family members have said. It could be a comedy all within its fucking self. My family's a fucking comedy. From my mom's side to my dad's, It was different on both sides, but there was comedy on both sides for different reasons. And follow. This is calming music. See, I listen to hard rock, but I also listen to this. I like alternative, I like indie, I like all kinds of stuff. But John McDermott, there's something about John McDermott I'm a big fan of. And I always was a big fan of him. Ever since I saw his commercials for the Danny Boy collection. That greatest hits collection full of Irish songs. I don't know what it is. It's like I'm celebrating St. Patrick's Day right now. It's like I'm celebrating it today, but I wasn't celebrating it when it happened. Okay? But there's this whole album called Greetings from Ireland that has some really good songs on it. Greetings from Ireland. They have like the Dublin City Ramblers. They have like an awesome version of a song called Greensleeves. Very good. Irish music is good. Then there was some comedy thing that showed up here that they did their version of Greensleeves. It's a comedy album here, it looks like. I don't know why today I'm celebrating, or yesterday and today. Well, I'm celebrating St. Patrick's Day, and it's like the first of the month. You never know what random shit is going to come up on my channel. I'm celebrating St. Patrick's Day today, or into yesterday. But yet on the day that it happened, I really wasn't. It's you know what I'm saying? I guess I get more out of that $10 than I thought that I did, even if the food was less. I guess I'm getting some entertainment out of it too. By making this like a whole, like I don't know what, but. It's a comedy album here or something. I even posted this on my channel a while back too. My joy, green seeds was by delight. Green seeds of heart ago. Green seeds. Drinking in the morning. Having an Irish beer in the morning. I'll really over accentuate my Boston accent. Know what I'm saying? Having a beer in the morning. A beer in the morning. Yeah? I'll make it another language. Having a beer in the morning. What are you doing in the morning, huh? What are you doing in the morning, huh? Having a beer in the morning, huh? Huh? Yeah? Just like dog and no, right? Like sitting out there and dog and no. Just go to the door there, you know there, Joanne. You're out there sitting out there and dog and no, and just go to the door there, you know there, Joanne. It's not there, dog, I know. Just go to Joe there, you know that, Joe, huh? What was I saying there? You know what I was saying? Sitting out there, dog, I know. It just goes to show that, you know that, Joe, huh? What was I saying? Do you know what I was saying? I know all about that. Like broken English, when people talk, but it just sounds like another language, but it's in English, but it's still like in another language, you know, like kind of like mountain people, certain Irish, you know, like that. But out there, dog, I know. Just go to Joe there, you know that, Joe, huh? That. You want to find them on it? You do that? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. But yeah, the guy that's read that, they want to do something like that, you know. But I don't know what they're doing. But I don't know what they're doing. Know what I mean? I know what they're doing, you know what I mean? I know what they're doing, Hey. So that's my, I guess that's my example of that, I guess you could say. But that's probably how I could have talked. But I had a mother who was very big on talking properly, I guess. So I didn't. I guess the older I got, I didn't sound too much like that. You know? But I could have. Because I kind of trained myself. And my mom would always tell me and correct me when I said, "Why? What do you mean? That ain't the way to say it. What do you mean it's not the way to say it?" I kind of like that. I would say eight, and my mom would be like, "Eight is slang." She'll correct me. She'd be like, "Ain't is slang." So that's why even when people like Rich Life talk, I kind of understand what they're saying. You know, even if it's broken a bit, you know. I guess some people say they had a stuttering problem, right? I didn't have a stuttering problem, but I had a speech problem. I remember I had to go to speech and language classes when I was in high school. I went to speech and language classes. It's April Fool's Day. It turns out April Fool's Day is my St. Patrick's Day. What the fuck? Is this like a real backwards world or what? Let's turn on to a live stream. I'm not ready to shut it off yet. Do people like me? What did he say yesterday? What did this guy say yesterday? I just typed in my name and all these live streams come. I didn't even look for Craig. He just showed up, by the way. Do people like me? What is this?
Yo, 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 what's up?
I'm just gonna go through to see what's going on here. And then Mark Terry's live, I guess.
Yeah, I know. So, fam, listen.
Wait.
People like me more than them. So, that's kind of funny to me.
What's he blabbing about?
It basically hates. So, yeah, be
Oh,
more
man.
likable. Be more likable. How do I go about being more likable? What's up, Facey? What's up, Snutter?
The snow is gone. Totally
more
gone.
likable. And, you know, not for nothing, but this is coming.
It's not
Yeah,
like it
I
was
know.
warm
So,
yesterday
fam, this
either.
is
The
coming
snow is
from
gone over here.
a group of
It is like
like
Colorado.
a few people that
It
everybody
snows and then it
basically
disappears.
hates. So, yeah, be more
I
like.
kind of like that. It didn't disappear in
Good
New
advice
England.
coming from certain
Really,
people.
ever.
You know what I mean?
Like, snow's better when it disappears pretty soon, you know?
Facey, I'll tell you in Hangouts. But,
New England, the road stayed icy
load one up.
a long time. Well, that's everywhere
Be
now.
more
Things are
likable to
changing.
me.
I don't know. Remember there were many winters
What's
when I
up,
was a
Avalyn?
kid.
How you doing?
When it was just very
So,
icy for
yeah,
days
so that's
on
why
end.
I was just, you know, that's why I titled it. Do people like me? I would say yes. I would say more than the people that people like me more than the people that gave me the advice to be more likable. So people like me more than them.
Is that right, though?
That's kind of funny to me.
Is that correct, though? I didn't even look for this guy. He just showed
exactly.
up.
That's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is.
It just goes to show, right? Go there, no, it just goes to show. Just goes to show.
They do the same shit. They do the same shit, or it's like they're talking about themselves. I feel like the people that talk shit like that talk more about themselves than they do the person they're directing.
Is that right?
Shit talking to, you know what I mean?
Is that right, Craig? Is that right?
Like it's just fucking weird.
That's an E-slap.
But I'm just loading up a bowl.
I know, you're loading up a bowl.
Day at work.
Yeah. Just like this morning, I'm loading up.
Been pretty solid over there.
Solid. I don't think it's that solid. I'm sorry to inform you, I don't think it's that solid.
I'm pretty good.
I would call it pretty good.
Put something on. And thank you, Snutter. I want to thank you again for
I don't know what it is, but Snutter's picture. She looks like a blueberry muffin. She looks like a blueberry muffin in her picture. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but she looks like a blueberry muffin. I don't know. Does that mean you want to bite into her face because she's delicious? You could take so many things out of that, I suppose. But she looks like a blueberry muffin.
I figured that.
I don't know.
When I went and watched the end of the stream, because I was there for most of it, but eventually I fell asleep.
Maybe the way she took her picture and like her eyes are blue or something. But she looks like a blueberry muffin, you know what I'm saying? I mean, really.
Well, that's what's up, though, man. You got it good?
I know, and I'm celebrating St. Patrick's Day on April Fool's Day. How's that possible? I'm now celebrating St. Patrick's Day on April Fool's Day.
You know, some cool people.
So what am I to do on April Fool's Day now? Should I just go places and play fools on people? And then try to celebrate St. Patrick's Day too? What should I do today? I don't know. So I think it's going to be a dead day. I think I'm going out again. I don't know. I mean, it's early. So.
Pretty good stream, dude.
I don't know. It's just...
Let's see.
I'm getting more things taken care of.
But,
so I can be on here, and it's not so much of a worry because I'm doing shit out here, you know? I'm not sitting around waiting for things to come to me, you know?
If not, I'm just going to throw this on real quick.
Something I have to go out to If I feel like lunch, I'll get lunch, and I might even go to a buffet later. I don't know. I don't know what I'm
forgot
gonna do.
about this one. This is one of the ones we missed.
But it's gonna be.
1.1K. Yeah, nice, dude.
But the first of the month, it feels like a St. Patrick's Day
Well, I remember
celebration
when all
for
my
me.
streams were hitting that shit.
I don't know why. It just
I mean,
kind
I
of
don't
does.
really care anymore, but like that's when I was trying to
3
push
beers.
the, push the channel in the beginning. But yeah, all my streams had like over 1K or close to. I had one stream that had.
All your streams are over 1K? Might not even over 1K. I've had a channel on here a long time. Your streams not over 1K, dude. The views say 198 for this one, actually. So yeah. Try to tell people your numbers are bigger than like when Trump tells his viewers his rallies had 50,000 people and they just had 5,000 people, right? Tell them, keep telling them. It's alright. No worries. You need help. But no worries.
What's up, Coach? Yes, I was hot, passed out last night since Coach, you had a little buzz on too, bro. You were chilling too, man.
And now I'm getting around to it. I'm getting by zone. Now, but this time,
did Tara come back? Because I know Tara was probably feeling nice.
Seeing
banging out those shots. Yeah, what the hell, Phantom, what the hell was that, dude? Was that just an experiment or something? Dude, there was like 2 streams in between, like Dory yours, where people would just hop over to and hang out.
Have a back scratch or something.
I mean, we were basically running 3 streams. Like, I had a little...
My cousin asked me if my back scratcher has been anywhere it shouldn't have been. I'm like, no. Then he starts using my back scratcher, even if it has one. He's like, no. He's like, all right. Then he picks it up and he starts using it.
What's up, Carlos?
He was willing to become the cop. He was like, has this been anywhere I should know about? I'm like, no. You can use it.
You're taking a bubble bath.
He used it. Even though I did put it down.
It must have been fun to actually read it.
Even though I did put it down there. It's scratched. My, you know. That's the kind of troll I was. You see what I'm saying? All you trolls now don't got nothing on that. You know what I mean?
And fuck, I probably would have stayed up there, but I didn't want to get involved in all that fucking drama.
That was cool, like Tupac.
I'm not bad, bro. I'm not bad about it.
Supposedly they weren't.
I like Barbie, and I don't have a problem with stuff, so I wasn't going to hang around for that whole thing.
And I'll address Bobby Girl in a little bit. I think I'm going to address Bobby Girl, actually. I don't know when, but I'm going to do that.
You use all their bubble, you replace their bubble bath? What's up, Cheap Seeds? What's going on? Oh, yeah. Well, fam, you know what you didn't? You know, you should have.
Streams brought to you by Old Style, the best Chicago beer. Right there.
You should have left the link.
I think it's the official beer of the Chicago Cubs. So funny because Rheingold was the official beer of the New York Mets, the secondary team. I think this was the Chicago Cubs beer. I don't know for sure if it. I think it is though.
That might be why MSW was falling asleep too, actually. What's up, Jesse Scott? Let me put you guys on blast there. Hold on. Finalize. Phantom. Short files. Another fake suit.
I guess it's brewed by Pabst, but for some reason it's better than Pabst Blue Ribbon to me. It tastes better than that. But I guess it's brewed by Pabst. Interesting. Then they have Old Style Light. If I ever come across Old Style Light, I might even get that one. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
Activate Shopify payments and enjoy 0 transaction fees. I have to be there and let people off. I don't know. Oh yeah, sure. Password it. Ta-da. Shit, yeah, I didn't think about that.
I'm looking for a sarsaparilla.
Dude, you would have people fight.
Sioux City sarsaparilla? Yeah, that's a good one. You ever heard of Old Style? For real?
Become a cybersecurity professional in less than a year. But I gotta talk to you. You know why? So when YTR first came out, YouTube Reject first came around.
Okay, I'm fucking getting bored with this. What's he trying to say here? Christ. I gotta fast forward it. What's he trying to fucking say here, damn it? Damn you. Craig, you're so lame. What the fuck? Dude. What else? Man, I'm about done with this crap. Yeah, they are. Unless he's talking about somebody. I guess some people want to have a no drama stream. Well, that's fine, but, you know. Now, Mr. T's live. What's Mr. T saying? Let's see what Mr. T is saying. Is Berg's trash? Why does he keep... Funny thing is, in his chat, 63% say no, Berg's is not trash. And 37% say Berg's is trash. 63% says he's not. In Mark Terry's. That's interesting, ain't it? They're not all agreeing with him, I guess. And so maybe they're watching Mr. T for the lulz after all. Maybe they are. Because those numbers, I don't think he would approve of. The Bergs is still in the race, whether you like him or not. It looks like Bergs is still in the race, folks. Looks like he's in the race. That's ain't going nowhere.
And I would Bergs, I would never say I was going to cut your throat, never say I was going to kill your children or whatever. Bergs, just remember this.
It's
Just
live.
remember this. Alright? Not playing games with you anymore. The suicide shit has to stop. Alright? And I'm not taking care of any of your personal fucking issues anymore. People on YouTube or on social media are not responsible for your issues with someone else. Okay? Because of something that you've done. Alright? Like maybe you threatened to kill people's kids. Okay? And you're gonna call me, you're gonna say, take it down. I will. But I'm telling you something right now. Stop it. Knock it off.
It's yesterday.
Stop.
Trying to think. 15 hours ago.
Apologize to these women on the phone. You hung up. You blocked. That's another thing. He's going to everybody in this community. Doctor, the little hospital thing. And the reason why this guy doesn't want to get help, people, keep it up, and then don't complain, Bergs.
Let's start from the beginning. Now I'm not sure if I saw this or not because it looked different when I saw it last. I don't know.
I don't remember. So what happened? She goes, listen, I'm really sorry.
It's gonna be sunny today.
She goes, I'm really sorry that
I
I
think
had
you
to
get up
call
to
you,
60 something already.
but it was very important. I said, well,
Today.
what could it possibly have been? She goes, well, Chrissy Townsend was going absolutely insane. I said, what happened? Tell me what happened. I want to know. Oh my God, it was so good. It was honeydew. I just had some honey. It was so good. So I said, what the fuck happened? Why is Chrissy Townsend bothering you at 3 o'clock? She goes, oh, it wasn't really me. It was Caesar. So now I'm like, what happened? I'm telling you right now, Bergs, if you want a problem with these people, keep it up. And then don't complain, Bergs. Don't complain when these people don't want to talk to you ever again. Now I got Michelle. Michelle has blocked you. Seasons has blocked you. Everybody I know, everybody I talk to has blocked you. You guys want to know why Chrissy Townsend was blocked? You want to know why? Chrissy Townsend was threatening to commit suicide at 3 o'clock in the morning. Because Seasons had blocked. Now, why did Seasons block? Well, imagine if you guys had 2 kids, right? And screaming at you and telling you that they're going to kill your kids. And they hate your kids, and your kids are pieces of shit, and all this shit. Yeah, right? Chrissy Townsend, I do not blame these people one bit. So we get this fucking loser on the phone. He goes, well, I don't want to get yelled at. Chrissy, I'm telling you something right now. It's okay for you to yell at people, but people can't yell at you. When you yell at people, it's fine. But when I say something or someone else tells you to stop, you're blocked, it's a big fucking, big fucking issue. I asked Michelle, I said, was he crying? She goes, oh yeah.
why YouTube isn't fun. Because of fucking losers like this. Because of fucking real life losers like this. And I wish I could really tell you what this guy said. The reason why I won't is because I don't think Season's kids deserve that. I don't think Seasons deserves that. And for the record, Bert, you wanna go around trying to tell these people that they're sex slaves to you and stuff like that, dude. I'm telling you something right now, and then you wonder why Jill doesn't talk to you. You're a fucking big fucking baby, dude. You're a big fucking baby, and I'm telling you something right now, dude. You're lucky. You're lucky that Michelle isn't smart enough to call the cops on you when you threaten to commit suicide. Because I guarantee you there's going to be one night you fucking do that, the cops are going to come there, and you're going to be bombed out of your fucking mind, and they're going to throw you away. And the reason why this guy doesn't want to get help, is because if he went to a hospital or something like that, you're talking about possibly 2 to 3 days without alcohol. On the level I got you this weekend. Unfortunately, I get home too late to do this, so. Still got to work on it. Hold on for 1 second. You got people ignoring you, dude, in real life. Because of this shit. Not just because of YouTube. Just say whatever you want. Everybody's gonna say, oh, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But dude, I'm telling you right now. You got a real fucking problem. You got a big mouth. And you know what, dude? When you get angry, no one else can get angry. Only you. When you're having a bad day, you're the only one who can have a bad day. Hey Lydia, what's up? Stop harassing people, dude. I don't know why Season's kids have anything to do with you. Alright? I don't know why you gotta tell people that you're gonna murder them. This isn't on YouTube, by the way. This is over the phone. Michelle K sent me the text message that you sent her last night. That you were gonna drive to the fucking some bridge up by your fucking place and jump off. And then he wants to tell you when that happened with Jill. Oh no, that wasn't me who said that in the chat. That wasn't me. That was a troll. Bullshit. That was really you. And you sat back and left. And then the real kicker is what he did to Barbie girl. Barbie, I'm sorry, but you give this guy $100? You gave this guy $100 for what? You think he's really gonna fucking? You really think he's mad at Lydia? He ain't mad at Lydia. He used you and then threw you to curb. Hey Denise, how are you? I think life might be better if he did jump. I told Michelle. I said, Michelle, listen. The next time he says that, I'm gonna call the doctor, go to a hospital, and hang up the phone. Hang up the fucking phone. She goes, no, David, he was crying. He did that to me. He did that to me twice. One time he said he was going to beat his head in with a ball-peen hammer. He said he had the hammer in his fucking hands, and he was going to smash his head in with a bulking hammer. Right.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Listen, Kit Kat, I'm telling you right now. What else?
How come Canada stood
He's
first?
refusing. He's refusing. That's what I'm talking about. He's not doing this for show. He's not doing this for show. He's just fucking refusing. And he's being a real big bitch about it. Dude, Berg, you're being a fucking bitch. A real big fucking bitch.
Stop being a little bitch now. Stop being a little bitch now, Berg.
Listen.
Alright.
Again, these fucking people on YouTube. These fucking people on YouTube. Go ahead. Make fun of yourselves. Make fun of other people. That's fine. I'm talking about real shit. Real threats. I'm not talking about just threats on me. I'm talking about threats of suicide, of fucking murdering children, cutting people's throats. You know where I hear that? On those stupid texts that I get from that fucking faggot robot. That's where I hear all this shit all the time.
So Berg's is bought it now. that's the next thing, right? Berg's is bought it.
You think?
Berg's, are you bought it?
Guy pretends he sleeps all day. He ain't fucking sleeping. He is not fucking sleeping one bit. Okay? The guy's up. The guy's watching this right now.
Just like Bonner's watching all the time, right?
Berg's,
Bonner and Berg's.
I'll take it down under one condition.
2024.
You gotta do the right thing. You're not doing the right thing whatsoever.
Bonner and Berg's 2024 for president and vice president.
No, I'm not gonna ghost this guy. I'm not gonna ghost this guy. Tracy's been doing this more for 22 years. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna be completely honest. I've had this conversation with a lot of people in private, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. Between me and you and everybody else here, I don't know what's going on. It could be worse than
Maybe I have to stream myself out to get bored too.
Okay.
You know, myself out, my
There were
shit.
some questions.
We have to
that
just
were
stream
asked
everything out myself out just to get bored.
I'm telling you right now,
that's what it's gonna
things
take
could be really bad over there.
to get me off of here. Hopefully. I'll
He's a
do
great singer,
streams
great
every
performer.
day and then I'll just get bored. Like, well, 5 hours.
Absolutely. He will never apologize if he did.
5 hours.
It would mean
Shit,
shit.
I
because
run the
he'll
stream
do it
for
again
5
and again.
hours?
Yeah, listen, he's a drunk. Not Mark Terry, but Berg's. Berg's is a fucking drunk.
Mark
Berg's,
Terry's
you know
not
what?
a drunk.
You're
You get
fucking
all
drunk.
that against him.
Prove
He's
me
just
wrong.
kind of schizophrenic.
Prove me wrong, Berg's.
That's all.
Go sign yourself into a clinic. Go get some help. Right? Lose some fucking weight. Do what I'm doing,
A
Berg's.
schizo knows another schizo when they see one.
You won't, because you don't want to go without 2 or 3 days without drinking.
I know
So
Mark
everybody else
Terry
has
is a
gotta
schizo.
fucking- Everybody else has got to fucking pay for this.
He doesn't drink,
Everybody
but
else
he's
has
a
got to go through
schizo.
it because you're too scared. No, that's not a hoax. And again, to Kit and Kat, the piece of shit. Alright? Kit and Kat, the piece of shit. Alright? I'm gonna tell you something right now. Alright? You know the guy's mentally deranged. You know something's wrong with the kid. Alright? I'm telling you, I'm very, very nervous what's happening to this guy. Oh my god. No, Bergs, no, you're blocked, Bergs. No. You apologize to Seasons, and you apologize to Michelle K, and to whoever else you've been doing this to. I'm gonna reach out to Terry Meek. I'm gonna reach out to Tiger Kitty. I know what you do to these fucking people. Well, listen, there's somebody in prison, right, with the name Stephen Bell. Okay?
That's him. That's Anderson.
That's all I know.
Abby knows that,
That's all I
that's his real name. And you know that's his real name.
Hey, Jason.
But
Kevin's a wonderful person with
Stephen
lots of
Haven
friends
Bell
down here.
fucked
True.
up.
Kit Kat, fuck you. Fuck you. I don't try to run you off fucking YouTube, Kit Kat. I don't try to ruin relationships with other YouTubers. Hey, Slingshot, what's up, man? You do that. I don't do that. I've never done that to you. You have yet to apologize to me. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not that fucking hard, Kit Kat. All you gotta do is say, okay, you know what? I shouldn't have done it. I was joking around. That's it. That's all you gotta do. I haven't received anything from you except negative comments, Kit Kat. Negative fucking comments. And Lydia, I know what you were doing with this guy. Lydia. You guys ran a game on Barbie Girl. You ran a game on Barbie Girl. And then you wonder why all these people are fucking after you. This is a $100 fucking game. You took $100 from that girl. $100 fucking dollars. That's crazy. Kit Kat is gonna get his or her ass kicked. Carrie, I am going up there and I am going to manhandle that fucking loser. Big time. Kit Kat, I cannot believe you still did that. Regardless of whatever I say about it, I still cannot believe you did that. For real. And no apology. No ha, sorry. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Never done it. Okay, Kat. Hey, Kat, I just don't understand. I don't like the threats of taking down channels or ruining people's careers. That's gay. First of all, Carrie, it's not a girl. Okay? I know everything about Kit Kat.
Sweat to the oldies. I need a little more incentive to sweat to the oldies right now.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
I don't know
Big time. You
being cold out or whatever.
From YouTube?
But
Is that what you want, Carrie?
you want to hear a rambling of mine? I'll tell you what. I'll show you a rambling of mine, okay? This is me years ago when I did Sweat to the Oldies. Remember this? Someone wrote this script and I followed it because this was an extensive, fucked up script, mind you. And I was following this script. Okay, listen. Someone wrote it for me now. Someone not even here now, but look. Who do you think this is right here?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Richard Simmons here. I don't know how to tell all of you this, but I was brutally butt raped in the men's shower at the local YMCA. Oh God, it was horrible. They found me with my nose broken and blood flowed from my broken nose and torn anus. Oh God, it was awful. Anyways, I was airlifted to the St. Fagsworth local gay hospital where I had to wet severe anal stitching. The meal is working for other people, and that's the good thing, even if I'm suffering. Unfortunately, the stitching isn't holding. They're not enough to fix my incredibly shredded beef anal cavity. So Richard's going to have to undergo emergency rectal surgery. They're going to have to completely surgically reconstruct my anus. Oh God, oh God. And I don't have the money because I spent it on lube. and my butthole insurance ran out years ago. So my family has asked us, all of us in the United States and across the world, to donate the 400 grand to Richard Simmons Emergency Anal Surgery. This is not a joke. I know it's
2008.
horrible.
I did
I've been
this.
crying into my penis-shaped pillow all day. Seriously, wouldn't this make a freaking hilarious thing? No, it would not. Because you know why? I take my anal raping seriously, and if you don't understand what I go through as a human being, then sweat to my oldies.
This is someone who wrote the script to
what it
me,
is I go
who
through.
happened to be in. That was many years ago. So I didn't think I was that type. '28-year-old me, right? Adorable, ain't it? Oh my god. And Anderson, oh my god, he was like freaking freaked out. Okay. So you look at me then, okay? If you look at me here, okay? There I was then, alright? Show me, whatever. And that's me today. That's me then. That's me today. I got 15%. Shit. I wanted to cover on Barbie Girl. Now, here, Barbie Girl's actually an alcoholic, alright? It's actually true. And Barbie Girl, you are an alcoholic, alright? I wish you to get better. That's actually true. Because you both spilled a lot of shit. I don't like to get into other people's drama and whatnot. But Pagel said you were an alcoholic. I guess it's true. So I would have to say to get better, Barbie Girl, okay? Just try to. I don't know. I don't know how you're gonna do it to handle it or whatever. But yeah, Barbie Girl, just try to cut back on that. If you are an alcoholic and the fact that you have to drink it all the time. I know I'm doing it too right now, but this isn't an everyday thing for me. I happen to be drinking old style. So I'm out of the Chicago area. So maybe will I reverse the curse by drinking all this old style this morning and celebrating St. Patrick's Day on April Fool's Day? Will I reverse the curse on Barbie Girl? Will Barbie Girl now stop drinking because now I picked it up on the morning of April Fool's Day? We will wait and see, I guess. But I have to charge my phone for a little bit. All these coincidences, all these things happen. It's like they have so many messages to them. Huh. Wait a minute. Looks like that door's closed. She responded back and then blocked me. Fuck that shit. Fuck her. It's over. That one's done. Plus there was such an age difference, I wonder if it would have worked out anyway. I gotta start going other places, I think. I'm telling this person about Bergs. I'm telling someone about Bergs, not mentioning his name, but I'm kind of saying like a description. It's getting nice out. 8:44 in the morning. Well, I'm still charging my phone here. Yeah. No comments ever since. Huh. Well, I'm going to shut the stream down. I think I've had enough right now. Talk to you all later. Bye.